All right, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, people. Okay, now, someone in the comments asked me about if I can make a video about swallowing pride. And I told them that I only do videos when I'm led to. Uh, and I happened to come across Khali Muscle video. And I don't know if anyone out there know about Khali Muscle. He's a guy who way back, like probably in the 80s, used to, lift weights. He was lifting weights. He'd been in the penitentiary and everything, and ended up later on getting on steroids, and. So I mean, you can easily just click on him on YouTube. He got lots of videos. And the thing with Cali Muscle is just his pride. He has a lot of pride. And when I was watching the video, I'm like, this dude, he's just too full of himself. And I said, wait a minute, hold on. And as I was watching, I had a whole lot to say about him because he's changing. And I'm like, this dude is really trying his hard to win back, I guess, his viewers or whatever, because he went down. He went down due to his weight loss. Now, I can go off into the story about him, but the point is, when I was, thinking about it, I said, well, let me do a video about pride. And Cali Muscle is a great example of pride, on who need to swallow their pride. So, to the person in the comment who mentioned about that, I didn't write down your name, but you know who you are. Here we go. I said I do what I'm led, but I'm gonna be honest. I didn't specifically ask God. I didn't. I just happened to watch the video, and I said, well, I think I could teach on this. So I'm a person of integrity. So I said I was gonna. I think I said I was gonna go to Father, but I didn't in particular go to Father and ask about it, but I did come across the video, and I'm glad to talk about it. Now, here's the thing, people. When it comes to pride, I want to let people know the difference in it, because being proud of yourself and having too much pride of yourself is two different things. Now, being proud of yourself is like when you accomplish something and you done well, or you have confidence in yourself. We want people to have confidence in themselves. We want people to be proud of themselves, but we're talking about being happy, being satisfied, being blessed, being content, being appreciative. You see what I'm saying? Being grateful for whatever we have and however we look. We're grateful and we're proud of that. We're proud about how far we come in life and so forth. And especially if it's not hurting us or harming the next person. Now, see, that's what I'm saying. You got two different loves. You got the love of the world and you have the love of God. God said, hate the world. You cannot love the world and love the kingdom. See what I'm saying? So it's two different loves. And one of them is not how we should love. It's deep. And we have proud. One, we can be proud about certain people, places, and things. And certain type of proudness, we can't have it. It's a sin. See? Now, the type of proud we shouldn't have is when we are egoistic. Huh? When we are egoistic. When we do hurt ourselves in the midst of being proud of ourselves. When we hurt others trying to hold on to this type of pride of ourselves. Now, speaking of that, let's just take, for instance, Cali Muscle. Cali Muscle was this buff weightlifter. End up doing steroids, of course. You could tell when someone do steroids. You could tell when it's a natural, when it's natty. And he ended up, I think he had a heart attack. So he ended up being hospitalized. And it scared him. And it should. You know, that's serious. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't be scared about that? And so what happened with him, he went by his own understanding by going on this extreme watermelon diet. He went on a watermelon diet and lost a lot of weight, which he was trying to lose weight, but he lost extreme weight, and plus he lost muscle too. He was losing muscle. He just didn't look right. He looked sick. You see what I'm saying? And he got addicted because he was so scared that he just said, no, I'm just going to do watermelon. But when you do too much of anything, it's still bad for you. So he lost his viewers when he went on this particular diet. When he went on that diet, he tried something else. I forgot what it was, but that didn't work. And he started losing more viewers. So at this point, he got even more afraid of the money he was losing. The more views you have, the more money you make. Huh? You got ads all in the videos and stuff like that. So when some people on YouTube are used to making certain type of money a month, let's just say, for instance, somebody is bringing in $20,000 a month. They want to grow, or either that's cool because that's what they're used to getting around that bit. But all of a sudden, their viewers start going low. And when it go low, even the subscribers, when it get low, the money get low. No one is interested anymore in your video. So you start losing that. And if you're used to getting $20,000 a month from YouTube and it goes all the way down to $5,000 a month, you're going to lose it. Now, give me $5,000. I'm good. But see, this is what I'm telling people, man. This is what I'm telling people about, in particular, about YouTube and money. You are making money off of commission. You see what I'm saying, people? This is not a particular job to rely on. Anyway, so his money got low. His money is getting low. And so now he's desperate because he's so full of pride, and he was so full of pride of himself, and he was performing, doing all this crap about himself for the world, for people of the world to like him, to appreciate him like he's a big showcase. That's what he's basically doing. He's using himself as a showcase, as entertainment. Now it done got worse for Khali. Because now he done went so far and so desperate trying to win back viewers and subscribers, and that money he was getting, showing off his cars and all this, and he was just out with it. Not King Nebuchadnezzar style, huh? So he done got so desperate that he done went and got his act changed, his eye color changed. He went and got surgery to change his eyes to, I guess, baby blue. And so that made things worse for him because his subscribers is telling him, no, that's not it. You talking about you been to the penitentiary, this big buff guy who ran a joint, and you ain't ran nothing not looking like that. You a sellout. That's how they're looking at him, and which is true. We're going by your actions. You're showing yourself on these videos. We're at this point, I'm not subscribed to him. I just watched him because I used to be subscribed to him. So some of his videos pop up in my recommendations. And I looked up like, what the? And that's how I found out this latest news about him. So I'm like, wait a minute. Don't nobody have to know you. You already throwing yourself out there with this look. So he thought that he was going to win back his viewers because that's what the world want. The world want entertainment. They don't want truth, and they don't want flop. Some don't want flop. Some want, shenanigan. And then you got some, like a handful that may want the truth. But with Khali, he lost his original subscribers because they just want to look at the weight lift. They want to see him weight lift and go out here and work out. And I guess he used to talk smack a lot. That's what really made me unsubscribe years ago, because he used to always talk smack. Excuse the background, y'all. Khali Muscle like to cuss and count, and he was just too full of pride. So what happened was he went way out. he went way out, and people are saying, "Nah, we unsubscribing. We ain't feeling him. He'll sell out. He went all the way out to try to look this way so he could win back his viewers just for the attention." Basically for the attention. Who knows? He probably didn't even really get no surgery. He probably got contacts on and just to fool people so that, because it's just, if he really went and got eye surgery, he's a dodo. Like, seriously, this man is over 50 years old and this is how he's clowning. You see what I'm saying? Because he don't know himself. He don't know himself. Once you start throwing yourself out here to the world, to the vast majority, your whole thought process is gone, because now you are satisfying people of the world. When you satisfy people of the world, that's it. You have sold yourself out. You sold yourself out, because the people want to keep seeing this foolishness about you. They want to keep hearing the foolishness about you. So you're getting paid for this foolishness. But when the foolishness attack you physically and spiritually and mentally, ask Jim Carrey. When these foolishness things of the world attack you, because God is going to allow it, then you're going to be stuck. Because now, how are you going to keep pleasing the world? How are you going to keep making the money? You're making your money pleasing the world, but the world is not liking what they're saying about you. They're not liking what they're hearing, so they're not going to keep paying you. Now you're desperate, so you're trying your best to find certain things and certain ways to get back the people that you've been pleasing. So you're trying to please and find anything to. You're desperate. You're desperate seeking. You're desperate seeking. And that's what he's doing. He's losing it. So he's willing to sell himself out and hurt himself, harm himself, just to win back people's approval so he can get paid. But he's making things worse, because even the ignorant, the foolish, and even the wise of the world is seeing what he's doing. And guess what? They saying he's garbage. They don't want him no more. He's played out and he's a dodo for the things that he's doing, trying to win back their approval. Now you would sit back and say, what? The world don't want that? What? They like, no, they don't want it. Now here's the thing with Khali. He has the audacity, with all this carrying on he been doing for a few years, he got the audacity to realize that they're not really feeling him. And he gonna say, man, all my life I brush my teeth 20 times a day and I always curl my ears. Everything is back to him. This is pride. Everything is back to Khali. When I was growing up, I always had this and I always had that. I was the best dressed in school. I was always nice and neat and woo out the bell. This is always who I've been. Is I. And then say, man, then everybody want to hate and everybody always got something to say. I got my eye changed and all this and, looking stupid. And everybody, got something to say. Always got something to say negative. What? Wait a minute. You can't try to please the world. And then when you try to please the world, you didn't get the favor that you thought you were going to get from people who you're trying to please. Now they say, no, we don't want that. We don't like that about you. Now they hating or they saying something negative. Well, that's what you're getting back. That's your approval that you're getting back. You just mad because you're not getting the approval you thought you were going to get from the world. They don't like your whole look. They don't like what you've become. They don't like what you're doing to yourself. You can't try to please these people, and then when they say, nah, we don't want that. Oh, man, y'all always negative. Y'all always got something to say. Well, what you want them to say? All the time when you go way out being a fool, you want them to keep saying they like what they see. They're pleased about it, and you're obvious to the eye that you're a sellout. But see, he knows that he's lost them. He's lost his subscribers. He's losing people. He's totally being unattractive right about now. So now he's so full of pride, he don't care. He don't see the problem. He's blaming everybody else on why they should accept him, even though he's trying to please them. See, everything is about him. The pride destroys us. Pride, that type of proudness and pride destroys us. Even when someone tells them that that is not it of them. They don't want to accept that. They don't want to believe what you're saying, but yet they're doing the things to seek your approval. You can't do all these things to seek my approval, and then when I tell you I don't approve of it, you get mad and lash out at me on why I should approve what you're trying to get me to approve. Come on. I'm telling you what should be approval to God. I'm saying what could be approval for me because it's approval to God. And if you don't think that that's what should be approval by God for you, then hey, that's on you. See, the evidence of all of this is going to be nothing. You're not going to gain nothing with pride. All you're going to do is just destroy yourself. And that's what's going on with Khali. Swallowing your pride is hard for people to do. They don't want to do that. They feel that if they swallow their pride, they're going to get hurt even more by swallowing it. But I keep trying to tell people, when you allow God to break that spirit in you, when you allow God to break what's already broken, really, but break it more so he can be able to fix it the way he needed to be fixed, the way he needed to be. Don't nobody want to be fixed, so they rather just walk this earth full of pride, full of proudness, and hurt themselves, harm themselves, and that's how people end up committing suicide. When they realize they not winning, they didn't try everything, and they realize it's not working in their favor, they just gonna take themselves out. They don't want to give it to God. They feel if they give it to God that they're a sellout. They feel if they give it to God, they got to go through this whole long journey, being humiliated, being persecuted they don't want to go through all that. Everybody wants the quick way out to society, in society rather. Everybody wants the quick way out. And I'm telling you, this is what's going on. This is what's going on with everybody else that I've dealt with. So for that person who was asking about swallowing pride, I hope that I explained that to the best of my ability. But Khali Muscle brought me to this video for you, and I hope that I did the best I could to try to give you an example on why people should swallow their pride. All right, shalom.